Hi guys, Everyday Knife Guy here, doing another pocket dump for you, and it's been a little while since I did one of these, so I figured we'd do a bit of an update for the beginning of March, and there's been a few changes, most notably up here in the top left corner. If you watched my video recently on these Armitage Carry Vita or Vito EDC wallets, you will know I've gone down to a single card holder from the traditional trifold that I started out with, and more recently, kind of last 6 months, I was on a bifold leather wallet, which I liked, and I just wanted to see if I could go down to kind of a single slot minimalist wallet, if you will. And this is what I'm using right now. This is, let's say, the Armitage Carry Vita or Vita EDC wallet. Kydex wallet, very lightweight, under 2 ounces, very nicely made, and really enjoying that and finding that a single slot and 6 or 7 cards really isn't the end of the world. So who knows, I may stick with the minimalist style, or I may go back to bifold and find something that I really like and want to carry in that department. So that's the wallet. Still going with a pocket hanger sort of style, but I've thinned this out a little bit since my previous dumps. Still got the trucker card keys on there. These are all just on with S-biners and locking S-biners. And this is the Night Eyes key rack, which I used to hang all these into my pocket. I just clip that on the outside of my jeans. Well, obviously this is all hanging on the inside of my pocket, but this hangs over the outside hem of my pocket, if you will, and it just has that little clip there which keeps it in place. Titanium key smart there, keeps all my home and property keys all in one place, so that's pretty handy. Flashlight at the moment is this little, I think it's a DQG, if I'm right in saying, rechargeable flashlight that Fort Worth Glock Guy, excuse me, gifted to me recently, and this is a really excellent little light, super powerful for its size, and it's got this twist on action that basically means you can just adjust exactly how much light you need. And really cool little light, nice firm long thread on it as well, so there's no danger of that coming on in your pocket. It takes up absolutely minimal space, and as you can see, this S-biner fits nicely through the little hanger loop at the top there, so that just takes up very little real estate on my keys, and that all hangs in my pocket. Now, what I should mention is this is kind of split up into home and outside the house carry here, because at the moment I spend a lot of time at home during winter. My work is seasonal, so largely this is downtime for me, so I tend to carry some different stuff around the house. And if you follow my Instagram, which is at Everyday Knife Guy, did you like that plug there? If you follow my Instagram, you'll know that I change up what's in my pockets pretty much daily, or sometimes twice daily, but it just depends how much time I have in my hands to play with gear. So if I'm out and about, I will always have a small Swiss Army knife with me, usually something like this Victorinox Classic Alox or a Rambler or something like that. So I'll have a small one with me, and I'll also have a larger carry, which at the moment is, for the most part, this Cadet 2015 edition Victorinox Cadet in dark steel blue. Really beautiful color, and really enjoying the Cadet. I've always been more kind of drawn to the larger models, usually the Pioneer or Soldier size, but I'm trying out the Cadet and seeing how I like using that as my everyday larger sack. So really enjoying that, and probably pick up more Cadets this year, I think, because there's certainly a place for them alongside the Pioneer model. That's a whole other video though. There's plenty of those videos done already. It's a preference thing. Probably still prefer the Pioneer, but definitely enjoying the Cadet too. So I'll usually have a pen on me of some kind, represented here with a Sharpie. Could just be a pretty standard biro pen, one of my work pens, Sharpie, or my zero tolerance tactical pen, which I need to add to that little that area of my gear is in there at the moment. I'll show you that in a minute. Usually I have a Zippo of some kind on me. This one my wife gifted to me on our wedding, I think. Oh no, it wouldn't be on our wedding. It was actually, this is a more recent one. I was thinking of a different one. Yeah, just got a little inscription on there. Plain Zippo otherwise, can't beat a Zippo. Nice little pocket object. Around the house, I will tend to have this little pocket organizer that I made recently. Just threw this together to carry a couple of things and, try this style. I still like the kind of the dangler or the pocket hanger for out and about, but I was toying with the idea of going to more of a pocket organizer type deal to carry the few bits and pieces that I like in my pocket alongside my wallet. So around the house I've been carrying this to see how I get on. I usually have a flashlight of some kind. At the moment I have Through Night TI5 in there, nice little AAA light. Did a review on this recently, go check that out. And yeah, just a really good little functional around the house and yard kind of light. Doesn't take up too much space, plenty powerful enough, 100 lumens. And yeah, that's my light. Put that back in. Oh, actually no, let's lay it out in the desk so you actually see what's going on here. In here I have one of my 82 soldiers. This is my original, very beat up one, so this represents a larger sack that I usually have on me. And lastly, pen, as I said, this is my zero tolerance tactical pen. Very nice pen, and yeah, pens are something that I'm kind of taking more of an interest in, and we'll probably pick up a few more this year for my EDC. But this one, you know, serves a purpose for now. Lovely to write with, really nice weight to it, feels good and solid and high quality. Just typical kind of ZT really. One issue I did have with this, and I will show you, is I wasn't finding there was very good retention on the clip, and I had modified, to use a bit of a fancy word for bent, I had modified the clip slightly, and as you can see, that's caused some of the anodizing to chip and crack a little bit there. My fault really, but I did, to be fair, I did talk to their warranty department, and they said, you know, send it in and we will send you a new one basically. So I might do that at some point, but it's, you know, it's not really a big deal. I don't notice it too much, but just something to be aware of. Finally, getting to the knives. Well, the only other thing I haven't mentioned so far is the phone. This is my ancient BlackBerry Bold, of course, and that represents the Galaxy S6 that I'm filming this with. Getting to the knives that I carry at the moment, a bit more of a budget lent to this month. I've been carrying my old CRKT Ripple quite a lot. Fantastic little flipper, really can't recommend this highly enough for whatever it is these days, usually between 30 35 bucks. Just an excellent little IKBS flipper, really awesome action on it. Flips any way you want it to. Super sharp. It's only what is it, 8CR 14 MOV or something like that, so not an amazing blade steel by any means, but you know, for tooling around the house and doing EDC, food prep, cutting up cardboard for recycling, that sort of stuff, more than adequate if you've got some gear around to sharpen it up now and again and touch it up. And it's, you know, it's just a lot of fun to play with. Really nice slicer, particularly for in the kitchen, and it's a really fun little knife to play with. So that is my CRKT Ripple. Give you a proper look at it instead of just playing around with it. You can see it is getting a little bit scratched up these days, but still an awesome little knife. You know, definitely recommended. This is tip down only carry, but don't really notice it too badly with this one. It's a really slim little piece, so definitely don't really notice it in the pocket either. Great little carry. Other knife I've been carrying quite a lot recently is my Benchmade mini grip. This one is, let's just confirm the number, I think this is 555 if it'll focus. Yeah, the 555. And this is kind of that sheep's foot style with the Spyderco style opening hole. And these are, what are these, OD green or flat earth or whatever they call them scales. You can see these are obviously not the nice modern G10 ones, and these are getting a little bit chipped up and marked up. You can see the blackness showing through from underneath. Really kind of fascinated by the new Griptilians with the G10, all the fancy blue liners, all that stuff. I would love to have one of those, but looking at the prices, I just don't know if I want to spend that kind of money on another Griptilian. I had a couple of mini grips, got rid of one, kept this one because it was by far my favorite. Love the blade shape on this, love the blacked out blade, and love the opening hole, of course. So really like this one. The new grips look cool and all, but you know, there's a lot of other knives I would probably pick up for that money. We shall see. Definitely a very functional knife, and you know, Benchmade finally listened to people. You know, for years and years, I think it's been kind of a gripe of knife nuts that, you know, the mini grip is such an awesome package in terms of functionality and two sizes available, but just why did they not provide a G10 option? So they finally listened, upgraded the blade steel from the 154 cm in here. Can't remember what it is in the new 120 CV or something like that. And yeah, upgrade the steel and of course the G10. So the new one's definitely in a whole different class from this, but this is an awesome little blade, and yeah, quite a lot of fun to play with as well. And obviously takes up very little pocket real estate, so you know, hides in your pocket with that clip. So those are the two blades I've been carrying for the most part, and I kind of started last month, taking a piss a little bit out of the EDC community, and you know, this whole this whole spinning top fad. I mean, I call it a fad, but who knows? It could be around for long enough. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on that. I think that there's people are sort of 75-25 on, you know, that's pretty ridiculous, but there are people out there who like it, and more power to them. I mean, who's to say what you can and cannot carry? So yeah, I started a thing last month where, particularly this time of year, I mean, I'm just tooling around the house, as I said, and for the most part, I'm not out and about in public. So this month we're rocking a flashing Sentinel storage yo-yo, which still has, now this is makes it a collector's piece, I think, still has an authentic made in China label on the string there. So very little use on that one. Very nice piece. And who remembers these? I found this in the bottom of my drawer there the other week, and I've been carrying this around a little bit. As I say, I do spend a lot of time in the house going around doing chores and things, so carrying this from one room to the other whenever I spot it, and you know, exercising the wrist, not in a not in a dodgy way at all. Exercising the wrist with this. If you don't know what it is, it's a gyroscope. I don't have a string here to start it, or I would show you. Basically, you start the ball rolling, and the force is in the ball. You rotate your wrist like that, and it, you know, it does definitely give you a bit of a hand workout. So go check that out. Powerball. It was a real trend. I don't know what, 10 years ago, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. But there seemed to be a while where you went on Amazon and you saw nothing but these. It was all over the front page. Like they were just telling me to buy one. I never actually bought one. I ended up being gifted this by a friend. And yeah, I mean, I quite enjoy it from time to time. It's just a little toy, isn't it? The only other knife I should mention is I am very much enjoying the new season of The Walking Dead. When I'm watching The Walking Dead, sitting on the couch playing knife as you do watching TV, this is by my side at all times, because if Rick Grimes was going to rock a knife, would it not be the ZT-0560 Blackwash? Does that not say stab a zombie in the head? Right there? I think so. Pretty badass knife, and definitely Walking Dead appropriate, I think. So that's the only other blade I've been rocking, and I say that's just mostly been a couch carry for me at the moment. Although I have no issues carrying that in public. I mean, it's pretty bulky in the pocket, but you know, it's a cool knife to have on you. So that's it, guys. A bit longer than usual. Sorry about that. I apologise, and thanks for stopping by and checking out my EDC. Feedback always welcome, and yeah, hope you guys are having a good day. I'll be back with more videos soon. Cheers.